Dear participants of the Baltic Science Network Final Conference and CBSS Baltic Sea Science Day, for the Council of the Baltic Sea States, it's a great honor and pleasure to be a co-founder of the Special Award for Young Researchers of the Baltic Sea region, launched jointly with Baltic Science Network 2019 in Riga. The situation with outbreak of pandemic last year did not allow us to hold the ceremony in Turku, and up to the very last moment, we did hope that it would be possible to organize it in Vilnius year 2021. But the circumstance turned out to be higher than our desires. And today we are meeting in a digital format, which I hope will not affect the solemn mood of the ceremony. I'm very happy to invite Klaus von Leppel, Baltic Science Network Project Director, coming from Hamburg Ministry of Science, Research and Equalities, to give the welcome remarks. Klaus, please, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome on behalf of Baltic Science Network. My name is Klaus von Leppel, I'm the Project Director. The Hamburg Science Ministry is proud to jointly organize a Baltic Sea Science Award for the second time now. Cooperation between young scientists is highly important for our region. It is a gain for the young scientists themselves in terms of personal skills development or cross-cultural experience. But it is also a win for the region in terms of knowledge transfer and regional development. In the Baltic Science Network, we have seen that students and researchers can act as multipliers for a growing regional identity. And they, the researchers, the young scientists, are our best ambassadors for the freedom of thinking, for openness, for a democratic and tolerant Baltic Sea region. Therefore, BSN has targeted specifically young researchers via our Bari Mobility Program. If you want to find out more about Bari, please join working group number 3 in the afternoon. In the end, I would like to congratulate, on behalf of BSN, this year's Baltic Science Award winners. Together, we are strong. Thank you.
Okay, and let us start the award ceremony 2021. The exciting moment. Now I will open the envelope and we'll see the name of the winner. Yes, and it's Marta Skurek, University of Gdańsk. Marta been working on research project. This course shapes marine space representations of the macro-regional governance of the Baltic Sea and their social ecological implications. Congratulations, Marta. Please, the screen and floor is yours.
Daria, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to receive this award. It fills me with great joy that my PhD research project on the macro-regional governance of the Baltic Sea and its social ecological implications has won the 2021 Baltic Sea Science Award. The project revolves around the multidimensional concept of Baltic Sea space and its macro-regional governance, and it puts the Baltic Sea at the very heart of the region as a life-sustaining system and part of the biosphere, with all of its linguistic, conceptual, and material implications. It critically interrogates such concepts as development, growth, education, science, research, and innovation. But it also creates a supportive space for developing alternative development scenarios for the macro-region and integrates academic and non-academic ways of knowing. I very much hope that my research results will help diverse stakeholders in the process of co-creating knowledge in inter, trans, or even undisciplinary settings to become real actors, innovators, and game changers to match the complexity of the social ecological challenges facing the Baltic Sea macroregion in the 21st century. Working on a PhD project is by no means a lone sailor's race. And I do believe I can speak on behalf of all PhD students. We as researchers also need a supportive space to navigate our research topics, particularly when faced with various challenges and tough choices. At this point, I'd like to congratulate my colleagues, the co-winners, on their success at the Baltic Sea Science Award competition. It goes without saying that the whole research endeavor would not have been possible without my home treasures and all of the inspiring people I have met along the way and the valuable suggestions and recommendations they have been willing to share with me. Last but not least, I wish to thank my supervisor, Professor Kazimierz Musiał from the Institute of Scandinavian and Finnish Studies at the University of Gdańsk, for providing inspirational guidance and supporting me in my effort to forge my own research path and to stay the course. Thank you.
Thank you, Marta, very much for your inspiring speech, and congratulations. And now I'm very pleased to give the floor to Dr. Krzysztof Szczepanek, University of Gdańsk, Sustainable Development Center. Krzysztof, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the University of Gdańsk, it is my pleasure to be with you in the award ceremony for young scientists participating in the Baltic Science Network Awards 2021 competition. The joy is even greater as Marta Skorek, a PhD student at the University of Gdańsk, is among the winners. Marta is a PhD student in the Institute of Scandinavian and Finnish Studies at the University of Gdańsk and a scholarship holder of the Kościuszko Foundation at the University Massachusetts Boston. Her research interests include the Baltic Sea region, marine governance, marine spatial planning, and sustainable development and tourism, and many, many more. In her spare time, Marta enjoys swimming, windsurfing, and taking her dogs to the beach. Personally, I am very proud of Marta's success at the BSN Awards because she is my close associate at the Center for Sustainable Development of the University of Gdańsk, established in 2021. I am convinced that we will carry out many joint projects related to goals of the United Nations 2030 Agenda, the European Green Deal, and Baltic 2030. We, as the University of Gdańsk and the Center for Sustainable Development, would like to focus in the near future on the implementation of many projects, primarily in the Baltic Sea region with the participation of many reliable, trusted partners, organizations, as well as creative scientists. I hope Marta will be on board with us. Congratulations, Marta. Keep going.
Thank you very much, Dr. Krzysztof Szczepanek, for this introduction of Marta, and a lot of congratulations to both of you and to the University of Gdańsk, of course. Thank you. And now is the time for a second envelope I have in my hands, and we will soon know the name of the winner. And the winner is Evaldas Makriskas, Vytautas Magnus University, Lithuania. Congratulations, Evaldas. Evaldas has been working on research project, assessment and spatial planning for peatland conservation and restoration, Europe's transborder Neman River Basin as a case study in life science. Evaldas, please, floor is yours.
Hello, dear audience. It was a pleasant surprise to receive the Baltic Sea Science Award. This good news I received from the Daria just now, and from UGIS and from CBSS Secretariat, and I'm very, very proud. And I feel honored, and I know that my science is making difference now and is appreciated. Firstly, I would like to thank for my supervisor from Vytautas Magnus University, Michael Manton, for his advice and overall help. Thanks for my wife Ekaterina for support, and big thanks for the team of scientists I work with. Also, I would like to thank the Interreg Baltic Sea Region Project, Desire, and our project team. It was a great opportunity to learn from different scientists and stakeholders coming from a variety of organizations in Baltic Sea countries: Lithuania, Poland, Sweden, Deutschland, Russia, Belarus, for one common aim: to assess conservation status of free wetland types in all Nemuno River basin. My main tasks were to make gap analysis of wetland for national and regional level and identify wetland priority areas for restoration in Nemunas Basin to support human well-being. From the project, we published an article in MDP's Land Journal, and the title of the article, Assessment and Spatial Planning for Wetland Conservation and Restoration, Europe's Transborder Nemunas River Basin as a case study. As we know, wetlands are important for us, not only for monetary value, but also with diversity and human well-being, as they deliver many important ecosystem services, as CO2 sequestration, water cycle regulation, flood prevention, and recreation wildlife. Our article helps for awareness and communication rising for scientists, clearness for politicians and local people to preserve and restore most affected wetlands for our well-being. Finally, I'm grateful for Council of Baltic Sea States again for this award and their support. I would like to thank the Interreg Baltic Sea Region Desire project co-funded by European Regional Development Fund, USBSR flagship status. Without your support, my research would not be possible. I hope to continue my work with the Interreg long into the future. Thank you very much for award.
Thank you, Evalders, so much for telling us about your research project in more details. And now I would like to give the floor to your tutor, Dr. Michael Manton, Vytautas Magnus University. Please, Dr. Michael Manton, the floor is yours.
It's wonderful to be here today. I'd like to thank everybody and all the participants and the award winners today. As Daria said, I represent Vytautas Magnus University here in Lithuania. We have a strong focus on social and ecological research, and we like to put them together to cover social ecological systems. What we see that Evalders has done here to receive the award is he's worked in the Trans-Border Nemunas River Basin catchment and brought together partners in Russia, in Belarus, within Poland, Lithuania, Germany, Sweden, and Norway. And he's done a really good job at working and achieving this. He's taken a broad look at the spatial planning to look from a political level to see if what's being done in different countries are meeting international regulations, be it within the European Union or outside. For instance, seeing if within the European Green Deal, there's a nomination target of 30%. So he's seeing how much we need to protect of peatlands to meet this 30%. And this can be translated then into monetary value and ecosystem services. Also, in Evalders' Evaldus works 2 jobs. He's doing his PhD and he also works with the Kalmar Marias Regional Park as a recreation and cultural specialist. So he deals with the public and he's able to translate his work and research back to the public, to the local. So he's not only just working and doing research, he's able to communicate with stakeholders. It can be the Ministry of Environment, it can be the local person coming to the park to actually promote a sustainable land use within the Baltic Sea region. And I'd really like to thank the Baltic Sea Council for their support, Interreg, Baltic Sea region, and these things, because without the funding, these sorts of research projects, they're not going to happen. And the flexibility they offer to researchers is unprecedented. So I'd really like to thank you for this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Michael Manton, for such informative presentation of Evaldus, and of course our congratulations to both of you with Baltic Sea Science Day Award 2021. Good luck in future. Thank you. Okay, and now I have the third envelope in my hands, and the winner will be announced soon. The Baltic Sea Science Day Award 2021 goes to Geordie Henn, University of Southern Denmark, and I leave the winner to introduce the title of his research project. Please, Geordie, the floor and screen is yours.
Thank you, Daria, for the introduction. I must say I'm very, very honored to have received this award from the Baltic Sea Science Day Award in 2021. And I would like to thank the award committee for awarding it to me. I would also like to extend my thanks to my supervisor, Jasmine Misinovic, for all the support and all the good discussions we've had about this project, and our collaborators from the University of Warsaw with the group of Dr. Jakob Drotzak, and also from the Technical University of Aachen with the group of Elma Weinold. And quite frankly, I originally didn't expect to be working on this project, but I think it's a great example of how expertises from different groups can come together and give very fruitful rewards. So the project that we are working on handles with the SETI3 enzyme, which is the beta-actin specific histidine methyltransferase. It is a very special enzyme in this regard because it is part of a bigger family of Z-domain proteins that generally catalyze methylation of lysine and arginine. But recently it was found that SETI3 catalyzes the methylation of histidine, a different amino acid. So it's quite particular in its way it functions. In the cell, SETI3 acts on beta-actin. This is a protein that is very important for the cellular structure. It forms large fibers throughout the cells, and it gives structural support to the cells. Furthermore, dysregulation of the SETI3 enzyme was found to be involved in several diseases. When it's being expressed too highly and it's working too actively, it can cause autoimmune diseases like lupus, but also it's involved in several cancer types. Our research goes both into the fundamental understanding of the catalytic activity of this enzyme, so to really understand why specifically SETI3 has this reactivity towards histidine instead of lysine, but also into the inhibition of this enzyme. So if we can switch this enzyme off, this could be a very biomedically important finding because it could be a potential cure for these diseases it's involved in. Yeah, and I think that's about it.
Thank you, Geordie, for introduction of your research. And now I'm happy to give the floor to your tutor, Professor Dr. Jasmine Misinovic, University of Southern Denmark. Please, professors, the floor is yours.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased that Geordie Henn, the third-year PhD student in my research group at the Department of Physics, Chemistry and Pharmacy at the University of Southern Denmark, receives this year's Baltic Sea Science Award. Geordie has been working in the area of chemical biology, in which chemical tools and principles are employed for precise molecular understanding of biological processes that play key roles in human health and disease. Geordie's research project focuses on mechanistic, inhibition, and biocatalytic studies of histidine methyltransferase SEDI3, which catalyzes methylation of actin, one of the most abundant human proteins that forms the cytoskeleton and muscles. Understanding this enzyme is important from both a basic molecular perspective as well as from biomedical perspective, in particular in relation with breast cancer. In his recent work that was published, so Geordie developed the most potent inhibitors of SEDI3 to date and opened possibilities towards therapeutic intervention. In all projects, Geordie very successfully collaborated with colleagues at the University of Warsaw in Poland and Aachen University in Germany, this way increasing the visibility and international collaboration across the Baltic region and Europe in general. These joint projects clearly demonstrate that by working together in Europe, we can push the scientific boundaries and advance basic understanding of essential molecular processes in humans. It is also worth mentioning that Geordie's project is supported by the European Research Council, overall highlighting the quality of his research. I'm very convinced that this award will provide a special motivation and recognition for Geordie's future research career.
Dear Geordie and dear Yasmin, thanks a lot for your presentations, and of course, congratulations for receiving this award, Baltic Sea Science Award 2021, and all success in your future research and studies. Thank you very much. Dear friends, I think you all agree that we have fantastic award winners 2021, and what a huge potential of young researchers we have in the Baltic Sea region, amazing. And also they are very skillful to communicate their research, which is not easy for researchers and young scientists, but I think they all managed to communicate and to tell us about their projects. Thank you and congratulations once more. Let us give them this virtual digital applause. Congratulations, and yes, we will go ahead. This award is a way to thank and acknowledge the talented young scientists for their contribution to sustainability and prosperity of our common Baltic Sea region. But also, it is an incentive to continue their scientific work in partnership with colleagues, researchers from the other countries of the region. That's why, along with this beautiful diploma, our 3 winners will get a special grant from us. And this amount, hopefully, will support them go in this direction in future. Let me use this opportunity to express all my gratitude to colleagues in the evaluation committee, devoted people working night and day to make a good selection of such a fantastic winners of the award 2021. Ausra Givaskeni, Chief Officer, Division of Science, Department of Higher Education, Science and Technology, Ministry of Education, Science and Sports of the Republic of Lithuania. Franziska Jarosz, Project Manager, Baltic Science Network, City of Hamburg, Ministry of Science, Research and Equalities. Dr. Krzysztof Szczepaniak, coming from Center for Sustainable Development, University of Gdańsk. You already met him today. I would like to highlight that Krzysztof did not evaluate Marta Skorek's research project. It did all other committee members. Dr. Dmitry Vasilenko, Vice Rector for International Relations on Petersburg State University of Economics, UNICON. And my dear colleague, Uji Sanders, coming from CBSS Secretariat, Priority Area Sustainable and Prosperous Region. Great thanks to all of you for this devoted work. was my pleasure to be with part of this wonderful team. Thank you. Dear participants of Baltic Science Network Final Conference and CBSS Science Day, we are really looking forward to getting new exciting research projects in coming future. And let us wish each other that next year we will hear real and not only virtual applause, all sitting together in the hall, enjoying the award ceremony 2022. Now, at the end, I wish you successful conference, fruitful discussions, and of course, continuation of cooperation in the field of science and research. Thank you.